Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2025 Ford F-150. We're working our way through the different trim levels. You can see what's standard, what are different equipment groups, different packages, standalone options in this one video because the order banks are open up. You can place an order for a 2025 F-150 now. The order banks have closed for the 24 model year. So if you want one custom ordered for you, here's some information exactly how you can have yours built from the factory. So we're going to have some information about ordering tips as well as our YouTube special. We are doing below MSRP pricing. When you order from us as a YouTube special, we'll have more information about that at the end of the video. And timestamps for that, as well as timestamps for every part of this video. Use those to move around the video, get all the information you're looking for in this video. So also make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of these videos. We're working our way through all of them. If you haven't had a chance to check the other ones out, we have the XL, STX, XLT, Lariat videos are done. They should be live now. The King Ranch Platinum, we have the also the Trimmer and the Raptor videos that we're doing. So you want to miss any of those videos. So this hopefully will help you out and get that information for you. So let's jump over. We are going to use Ford's build and price. I want to show you how to get to the 2025 model year build and price, but we're using it so you can get, so we can give you the images of that. And I have found some errors on the Lariat trim. So, build and price isn't 100% accurate. So the order guide is accurate about exactly how things should be built. There are some things that necessarily aren't maybe on there that are some cosmetic things, but when it comes to features and everything, about everything that we have in the order guide is how it should be built. So let's jump over here to Ford's build and price. All right, so when you go to Ford.com, if you're on the desktop, it's different than mobile. But on desktop, if you go here to vehicles and then you go to trucks and vans, then you can go to F-150. And from there, you can see it says 2024 model year and search inventory, and that build and price, as you can see, it says 24. That's sending you to the 24 build and price. To get to 25, you can just click on the 25 down here, and then you can see 25, and then we can get into the build and price. Now, I will tell you on mobile, you won't see that on there when you're under vehicles. But what you'll want to do is you want to go to shop and then build and price if you're on a mobile, and then phone, tablet, that kind of thing. And then actually, it took us right into a different build and price somehow. That is really weird. So shop, build and price. Oh, that's really weird. So normally that's not what it does. It'll actually take you to the 25 vehicle and then go from there. So we're going to go back and do this. Trucks and vans. There you go. There you go. So we'll get into this way and go to build and price. Typically, it'll take you to this page instead. So we're going to talk about this. So regular cab is only available in your XL trim. Super cab only available in XL, STX, XLT trim. And then on the Super Crew, it is available in every trim level, including the King Ranch. Now, King Ranch standard 4x4 on all King Ranch and standard Super Crew on all King Ranches as well. But is available in either the 5.5 foot box or the 6.5 foot box. So we'll talk about that. So starting price is $74,705, and I believe that is for the 5.5 foot. Yes, when you go to 6.5, it goes to $75,010. So it does go up when you go to that configuration. So we're going to go in here and just click in, and again, standard 4x4 on these, and we're going to get into some of the powertrain options first and kind of go through that. And when we talk about powertrain, you can see we're talking about that starting price that we told you about. What was it? $74,700. That's going to come with the 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost engine with the auto start stop technology. So we do have an option for the hybrid. If you want the hybrid, it is there. And we'll go into options in a little bit, including that. And then the electronic 10-speed automatic transmission is going to come standard as well. Select shift as well with a progressive range. You can do that on the shifter knob. And you're going to get the 2-speed automatic 4x4 with neutral tow capability. That is going to be your auto 4x4. A lot of people like that. You'll see that when you go from Lariat and above, including the King Ranch. Drive modes is going to be a normal, eco, sports, tow haul, slippery mode, a deep snow sand mode, and a mud ruts mode. So those are your drive modes. Electric parking brake. You also get auto hold, so it'll hold that brake if you're in a stop sign, stop light when that's activated. Also, hill start assist that allows you to transition from that brake to the gas without it drifting back on you. Fully boxed steel frame. independent front suspension as well on this, fail-safe cooling system, all those same things that we just see on the other trim levels. For your shocks, gas, heavy-duty front, and heavy-duty rear. The rear ones are going to be mounted on the outside of those leaf springs. So in the rear, you'll have two-stage variable rate leaf springs in the back and coil springs in the front. And then front in the front, you'll have a stabilizer bar, as well as you'll have power rack and pinion steering. So there's all that. We do have safety features as well. And so if you go for safety features, I did record this earlier in the Lariat. Same safety features as the Lariat trim. So if you did watch that video, now is we can hit that timestamp to go to the exterior features. But if you're just watching this one, let's go ahead and go over those safety features. And these are different than they are. A couple different features on safety than we did see in the XL, STX, and XLT. So if you watch those, a lot of them are the same, except for a couple technologies that have been upgraded from the XLT that are part of the Copilot 360 Assist 2.0. So let's go through these real quick here for you. For airbags, you have a driver and front passenger dual stage airbag. Deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. We have a driver and passenger seat mounted side impact airbag. That's going to deploy from the seat if you have that side collision. Safety canopy side curtain airbag. That's going to deploy down from the roof to help from, with the rollover sensor. It's going to help from breaking glass, sheet metal coming in and hurting you, and that kind of thing. Advanced track with roll stability control, and also includes curve control. So if you're going into that curve maybe too fast, maybe it's slick out, it's going to use a series of brakes in milliseconds to keep you going on your intended path. We have pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking that includes pedestrian detection, forward collision warning, dynamic brake support. So the way this works is if you're going at slow enough speed, it'll actually sense those pedestrians coming by. Otherwise, also the forward collision warning lets you know if there's a vehicle maybe going too slow and at the current speed you're going to hit them, then it's going to activate and it's going to have dynamic brake support that's going to preload those brakes for you so you can stop even faster. We do have post-collision braking. So if you're in an accident, it's going to brake the vehicle if you don't put it in park. We also have intersection assist. So if you're coming across the intersection and there's someone coming and maybe you're not paying attention, maybe there's two lanes and you can't see them, it'll brake the vehicle so you don't hopefully have that that accident, or you're not both going full speed when you do have that accident. We do have automatic emergency braking oncoming. So that is something new that we did see that in the Maverick for this year, and now it's going to be introduced into the F-150. And so we assume what that means is that if you have somebody that comes over, maybe they cross the line and they're right in front of you, it's going to brake the vehicle. So again, both of you going full speed, that collision is going to be more severe. But if it can brake you, then maybe it's a less severe accident. So that's what that's for. Evasive steering assist. So maybe you can't avoid the person in front of you. Maybe they did brake real quick and you're maybe real close to them and you're not able to brake in time to stop. You can try to avoid them, evade them basically. Then it'll help with the steering around them. So how those are different from the XLT trim level is they said camera only on XLT. And again, I'm going to get some clarification on that. We don't have information yet in the eSource book for us for dealers yet on exactly what that means. SOS post-crash alert system. It's going to honk the horns, flash the lights if you're in an accident off the side of the road. And then we also do have lane keeping system, which includes a lane keeping alert, the aid, the driver alert, and the road edge detection. So road edge detection is kind of cool because if it gets over close to the edge of that road, some of those edges are right on the line, it's going to kind of alert you and let you know. So it kind of puts that on there. I actually had that happen to the Expedition recently. And then you have driver alerts that also alerts you if you're taking your hands off the steering wheel too often. And then the lane keeping aid and alert, they can be worked together or separately. So the alert's going to do is it's going to let you go over that line, but it's going to vibrate the steering wheel and let you know you've crossed over that line. The aid system will activate earlier and try to keep you in your lane. You see those zones there on the screen. And then we do have perimeter alarm. That's going to, when you lock that vehicle up, there's nobody inside, no pets or anything. It's going to secure that to vehicle. So if someone tries to break glass, get inside, it's going to honk the horns, flash the lights. Also works with the inclination sensors. So if someone tries to take your wheels, it'll do the same thing. Security lock, passive, and a theft system. What that basically means is simply that only the coded key can start the vehicle. So if somebody tries to hotwire or whatever, it's going to set the alarm off and everything too. So Ford security package. That is a 1-year activation for this. And this is going to allow you to be able to connect with law enforcement to help secure your vehicle, because you can find out where your vehicle is located because of the Ford Pass Connect. So now they're using that as a package to be able to give that information to law enforcement so they can go and retrieve your vehicle for you. So you get 1 year activation of that for free. So now looking at the King Ranch Edition, we're going to look at this image here of the front, and you can see the grille is different. It is much better, an upgrade for this. You're going to get the chrome surround with the bronze accent. So right through here, these little bars, those are going to be bronze accented in there. So nice chrome grille here. We do have 360-degree camera, so there's a camera underneath that emblem right there, as well as under the mirrors and in the back, so you can see completely around you with a split screen view, kind of an overview, so you can see around the vehicle as well as the front or backup camera, depending if you're in reverse or if you're in drive, and you hit that front camera button. LED projector headlights with dynamic bending headlights. You'll see that signature lighting kind of coming through there, so same headlights as last year. Auto headlights, which means when you have an automatic setting, it'll come on automatically when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light. We do have daytime running lights. They can be turned on and off in the cluster that are controlled there. We also do have the rain lamp. They're wiper activated headlights, so when the wipers are on, the headlights will come on. Also, we do have auto high beams as well. So high beams, like automatic headlights, they're going to come on. Those brights will come on. Someone approaches you in a city of lights, it'll shut them off. Now, that's something you can activate and deactivate in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. LED fog lights also is going to be standard equipment with the Corning lamps down there. So that looks really nice there. We also do have the bumpers are going to be painted two-tone paint. So it's going to be that, I believe that, I'm not sure what the color is, but the bronze color there for you for the bumpers. So front and back bumpers that way. Front sensing system as well. So you're going to have that. So you're going to be able to kind of see a couple of them there. So that way you're going to get alerted if you get too close to anything up there. In this image, it's showing a silver lower skid plate there. I'm not sure. I believe that's correct, but I'm not sure. It doesn't mention the order guide. That's kind of one of those little things it doesn't mention. Also, we do have front tow hooks as well up here for this. Do have a unique hood on this. You can't really see the hood on this. I think we'll get to an image later. You can see that with inserts on the hood. So you'll see that. So nice, bold look to it on the hood itself. We also do have rain sensing wipers. So when you have one of those intermittent settings and you have this activated in your wipers settings in your vehicle's settings screen, then it'll turn the wipers on. So as it starts to rains harder, it'll wipe them faster without you have to do anything. Now for the wheels, it is a 20-inch chrome wheel with the King Ranch center ornament in there. You'll have that. You'll also, for the tires, have a 275 60 R20 all-terrain tire. It's a black sidewall tire there. You will have tire pressure monitoring system for all 4 of those tires. Also, 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS as well. And for your mirrors, you're going to have the chrome skull caps, as you're seeing there. You'll also have the power folding feature, power glass with heat, turn signal indicator on the outside. It'll have memory for the mirrors as well. You'll also have auto dimming driver's side rear view mirrors, so that'll dim that mirror if cars pass you with those bright lights. High intensity LED security approach lamp that's going to put that light puddle lamp beside the vehicle. LED side mirror spotlights as well. So a lot of features there on that. Bliss with cross traffic alert. So that's a blind spot information system. So if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to light in the corner of the mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. Also, as you're backing up, cross traffic alert. Somebody crosses behind you, then it'll also alert you. A series of tones you need to not back up. Also puts lights up red in the productivity screen. Your fender badge will be chrome with the King Ranch in there, and King Ranch will be in that bronze lettering there. Door handles are going to be, does say in here, body colored door handles, I believe, on this is what it's showing here with that. And then intelligent access with push button start, including the approach detection. So as you walk up, it'll light the ground beside the vehicle, and then put your hands in the door handle, automatically unlock the vehicle light to get in and out. And then when you push button start once you get in. Also remote start on that remote itself too. So you'll have that too on the vehicle. And then you do have the easy fuel capless filler door. So no cap to worry about. Just open that door up, put the nozzle in there. You have to worry about getting your hands dirty or leaving it behind anywhere. You'll have that. And then just close it when you're done. You also see two-tone paint on the other image. You didn't see it. This in here, you do see it. So two-tone coming down the side. You'll see that across the side. Also, the rear bumpers will be that bronze as well. Yeah, it's called darkened bronze lower accent color. You'll have power deployable running boards here, and you kind of tucked up right now is what you're seeing there, but they will come down when you approach. Your fuel tank, I forgot to mention that when we talked about Easy Fuel, it does have the 36-gallon extended range as standard equipment on your King Ranch Edition. Up here in the back, the cargo lamp, that is you'll have that in there integrated in with the center high mounted stoplight as well. And then you'll have you'll have the darkened privacy glass on these rear windows and back glass, rear defrost on the back glass, and you're seeing the power sliding rear window as well back here. So for you, on the back here, you'll have an LED light in the back, so you're gonna be able to see as you're backing up in there. You will get the rear view camera as well as reverse sensing system included. So you'll be able to see as you're backing up, and you get alert if you get too close to anything. And if you're not paying attention to those, you will also have reverse brake assist that's going to brake the vehicle so you don't hit another vehicle or maybe even a human back there. So you'll have that too. You'll have the spare tire tucked underneath as well for you. You will have be able to access that. There's no lock on the where you lower that down. That's not standard equipment. There's an option for it if you want to add it. There's a jack as well. It's located behind the passenger side rear seat. That's where you'll see that, be able to get access to that. And then you do have a single exhaust tip. It's saying in here. It looks like it is chrome tipped. So you'll have that there too. Power tailgate lock back here. And you will have the power tailgate release. It does say power tailgate release, and it might have, maybe I need to look here, but I believe it's power tailgate up and down at this point on that. So I believe it's power tailgate up and down for you. So I have power tailgate release in here, bringing this over from the Lariat trim information, but I believe it might even have power tailgate up and down for you. And we do have the, you can remove the tailgate. Actually, on this, I don't know if you can remove the tailgate on the Pro Access tailgate. So you're seeing that on here. This will come standard with a certain package we'll talk about in a little bit with the Pro Access tailgate, that new tailgate. Class 4 trailer tow hitch with the smart trailer connector allows you to be able to make sure you do all the steps when you're connecting your trailer up. 4-pin and 7-pin connector, trailer sway control as well. And you also get the tow tech package, the tow technologies with the Pro Trailer Backup Assist and the Pro Trailer Hitch Assist. So that uses that dial to back up your trailer. So you're basically steering your trailer using the camera in that dial. And then also to back up to a hitch, to your hitch. So that makes it a little bit easier, so you can do that by yourself. Inside the bed, you have 4 tie downs in there. Inside, bed storage box on the side as well, on the passenger side. The driver's side, you're going to have a 2 kilowatt Pro Power on board for your EcoBoost. Now, if you do elect to go with the optional Power Boost, it'll be a 2.4 kilowatt Pro Power on boards, giving you those outlets on the left side, on the driver's side of that bed. And then you're going to get the zone lighting as well. So that way you can be able to see around the vehicle, which is real nice. So you're going to be seeing, and you'll be able to see, on the back, the front, both sides using the zone lighting. You can turn all of them on, or you can select your zones, like you're out camping, something like that. Maybe you're working and you need help in the back. You can do that as well. Now, moving to the interior. Love the interior on these. Illuminated entry on this. So you're going to be able to see as you're coming in when you unlock it. Also, fade to off interior lighting, so that'll, after you shut the doors and everything, will fade that off. Ambient lighting will be ice blue color that lights up the footwells and the cup holders and such. We do have carpeted flooring with the carpeted mats. You have special King Ranch carpeted mats and trimmed mats for these. You will have unique metallic front skid plate or scuff plate getting in. So for the front doors, and it'll have King Ranch in there, so it looks real nice. For your door trim, you will see it is special and dedicated for the King Ranch. So you have a padded armrest, grab handles, and mat pockets for that. And then you would do the console. You're going to have bucket seats here with the flow-through console. You'll see a very dedicated King Ranch logo on the leather console lid. Also, you get leather wrapped on the shifter knob that'll be dedicated to this as well in there. Nice, unique genuine wood interior accents. You're kind of seeing some of those right here. Your registers will be black with the chrome knobs on them like they have been on all the others. And then you'll have grab handles on the overhead. You don't know if you can't really see them on this. A pillar will have 2, 1 on each side. B pillar will also have 2 back there too. Actually, they're right here. So A pillar and then the B pillar right there. So All right. For the seats, you have a multi-contoured leather bucket seats with a King Ranch badging on those logos. You can kind of see it there. You can really see it on the back ones. Heated and ventilated front seats. Ventilated means cooled. We do have 10-way power adjustable seat with power lumbar for the driver, 8-way power front passenger seat with power lumbar, and you have driver memory here as well. In the back, you have heated seats back there, 2 USB charging ports on the back of the console, as well as a 400-watt outlet. You also have the armrest right here with cup holders in it. You can flip that down, and you're going to see the partitioned under-seat storage here. Actually, you know what? I don't think partitioned is standard equipment. It actually is not note that in here. I know in the Platinum it actually mentions it, but on the King Ranch it doesn't. So I'm not 100% sure on that either. It does say rear underseat storage. So I don't know if it's the little one or if it's a partitioned lockable one or not. Again, I don't see that in here as part of that. I think we'll talk about it later in a certain package and such. We do have power windows. So there, power windows. We're going to have one touch for the front windows. So you just hard press it down and it'll go down on its own as well as coming up. Also power rear windows, power door locks as well with an auto lock for you. And then we do have power adjustable pedals with memory. So those are going to go forward and back for you electronically. And then we do have the 12-inch productivity screen, standard equipment on all of your vehicles. This one will have the heads-up display as standard equipment. So I believe that was part, that was standard equipment last year as well. And then premium wrapped heated steering wheel as well. And then we have the King Ranch logo on this down in here on the steering wheel. So nice genuine leather with the King Ranch logo down there. And then we do have the power tilt and telescoping steering wheel electronically, forward and back, up and down with memory. So now we're talking memory for the mirror, the seat, also the pedals, and your steering wheel. So that's nice. And then we do have the driver state detection. So you'll see little sensors there that can note whether or not you're watching the road. So there you go. Have that. That's a nice safety feature. Blue Cruise as well. You get 90-day trial of Blue Cruise included. So 3 months included with the Blue Cruise. So you can try that out. You will have, if you don't continue with that, you'll have adaptive cruise control with lane centering, predictive speed assist, and stop and go. And then, so stop, that means if you're coming up behind somebody, it'll slow you down to go their speed without having you press the brake, even bring you to complete stop if you need to. And then lane centering, it'll help keep you in the center of your lane as well. That's activated with your cruise control. And then predictive speed assist, that'll actually see the speed signs and slow you down accordingly on that. And even help you if you're going to curve maybe too fast, it'll help predict that as well and slow you down for the curves. And didn't really go much into the Blue Cruise, but it will come with the Blue Cruise 1.4 version, which is the in-lane repositioning. So if there's a big car beside you, it'll reposition you. Also, it'll allow you to switch lanes just by putting a turn signal on. It'll switch the lanes too. And then it's much better. Narrow lanes, construction zones, it's much better at that as well with the new updated 1.4 version. All right. Maybe I mentioned all that. We do have dual zone climate control. So the driver and front passenger has 2 different temperatures. We have B&O Unleashed audio sound system with HD radio, 14 speakers, including a subwoofer there. Sync 4 system with the enhanced voice recognition system. It gives you the 12-inch touchscreen with the information on demand, so that swipe capability to swipe those features over. We do have 911 assist, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, digital owner's manual, conversational voice commands, which means you can say like, okay, forward, and it'll start and it'll listen. So you don't have to press the button. You do have to activate that. And then you do have the connected navigation with a 1-year trial with that. So 1 year of the connected navigation. You see it on the screen there. Auto dimming rearview mirror, so no lever underneath to worry about. It's just I'm going to dim that mirror if cars come behind you the bright lights at nighttime. And the visors, our driver and passenger will have covered mirrors on those. I believe they're illuminated as well for that. And then we do have the twin panel moonroof standard equipment on the King Ranch. So you'll have that included with this with the power sunshade. You can actually see it from this side image. Kind of see that the shade is on there now, but you'll have twin panel moonroof. And then on the dash, you'll have auxiliary input jack right there. You'll also on the hybrids get a 12-volt or a 12-volt power point in there as well. And then you have 2 USB ports right here, and also in the media bin. If you push that door open, which is genuine wood there. Then you'll have 2 USB ports and down in there as well for you too. And then you do have the Ford Pass Connect that allows you to stay connected to your vehicle using the Ford Pass app. It's a free app you download, and you can unlock your vehicle from anywhere, remote start your vehicle from anywhere, schedule remote start times. You can see where your vehicle is located, check the status, like the tire pressure and the fuel that you have in your vehicle, all through that app. And you also get the 5G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot, connects up to 10 different devices. You get that for 3 months. After that, you'll have to sign up for a subscription through AT&T if you want to continue service of that. Okay. That's all standard equipment. There's also a couple other things that are standard equipment too. But first, before I get into that, there's 3 packages of standard equipment here. But first, I want to talk about the different colors that you get. Now, on the interior, you have, this is your color interior. So this is the Java interior is what you're getting. Now, for the exterior paint colors, though, you're going to get the agate black. You also get the Star White Tri-Coat. It is $1,000 for that color there. If you want that, you can have that. Also, one that costs extra, it's $495, is the Rapid Red Tinted Clear Coat. And then it looks like they moved the black over there. And then we do have the Antimatter Blue, also available. No cost for that. And we do have Carbonized Gray as well. So, yeah, there you go. There's that. And then what's the secondary color? Marsh Gray. I think that's what they're calling the two-tone down there. They're calling it Marsh Gray this year. Didn't see that in my notes. Let me look at the colors here for this. For the King Ranch, it says King Ranch leather buckets with 4-way adjustable head restraints. Forgot about that. They go up and down plus ratchet forward and back. Heated ventilated 10-way driver's seat, multi-adjustable front passenger seat. And it is saying it's a Java interior. And for the two-tone King Ranch, it is saying the two-tone is Marsh Gray this year. So it's no longer the darkened bronze. They did not correct that in the order guide. So sometimes the order guide's off a little bit. For the most part, it's usually right. But so we have Marsh Gray two-tone instead of the darkened bronze for this year. So there you go. So there's all that information. There you go. Now, let's talk about some we're going to get into package in a second. Let's talk about this 601A equipment group. It actually is showing it as included here. There's actually a different. No, actually, everything is 601A equipment group for this. So you'll have that included, 601A there. So there you go. All right. Now we'll get into some other packages. So everything that's included is included in 601A. There's no other equipment group. Now let's talk about some other packages that are available. And it's not showing it. There are 3 packages that are standard equipment. And I've actually pre-recorded these packages already yesterday when I recorded some other videos. So you get the bed utility package included. You get the mobile office package included. And you get the tow haul package. Those are standard equipment on these. So what I want to do is play those videos for that and back to back. So you know exactly what's included in those packages. Again, these are standard equipment. Now let's talk about the mobile office package. Now this package is standard on King Ranch, Platinum, and Raptor. It is included on the XLT High 303A, Tremor High 402A, Lariat High 502A. It is available on the STX Mid 200A, STX FX4 201A, and also available on the XLT Standard 301A, XLT Mid 302, Tremor 401A, Lariat Mid 501A. So it's going to be available with those. So there you go. On the STX vehicles, it will come with the console work surface. So you kind of seeing that because you do get the floor console. So it's going to flip that up and allow you to put your laptop on it and work it. Also, you get the 400-watt outlets as part of this. So they're going to be one behind the console inside, and then also in the one in the bed. So in the back of the bed. So you're going to get 400-watt outlet there to be able to plug different devices in and that kind of stuff, which comes in handy. Now on the XLT, on the standard 301A, which includes all the STX features, it says, plus you'll get bucket seats. So on this, you'll get bucket seats. You'll also get the lockable rear storage for the Super Crew models with this package. So again, requires that front bucket seats there for it because they no longer are, I think, putting it on the 40-20-40. Now on the XLT Mid 302A, XLT High 303A, Tremor, Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum, and Raptors include include XLT standard 301A features, plus you'll get the wireless charging pad. So you'll get the wireless charging pad with this package when it's included with all those others. So that's something else to note there. And then also mentioned down here as notes, the 2 kilowatt Pro Power on board replaces a 400 watt outlet on the Tremor, King Ranch Platinum, 701A Platinum, 702A, Raptor 801 and 802As. So instead of 400 watt outlet. And then also 2.4 kilowatt Pro Power on board will replace a 400 watt outlet as listed above when equipped with the Power Boost vehicles. So there you go. So 400 watt inverter standard beginning on XLT. So, and then, yeah, keep that in mind. You're going to have those already included. So, but that gives you a good idea, kind of that mobile office package, giving the console work surface and everything. So those are the options for that for the different trim levels. All right, so now let's talk about the tow haul package here. The tow haul package here is this is going to be standard on King Ranch Platinum. Also, it's included on Tremor High 402A. Also available on the XL, STX Mid 200A, and the STX FX4 201A, XLT Tremor 401A, and Lariat. So, and they're going to be different, a little bit different on depends on what you have here. It says, so this tow haul package is going to give you the integrated trailer brake controller. So this is where you're going to get that controller that you can, brake that and can control the gain on the brake as you're braking, which is really nice to have. Also with this package, you're going to get the 355 electronic locking rear axle. That requires the 3.5 EcoBoost engine. And then you have the 373 electronic locking rear axle with the 5.0 liter engine. But then, of course, that is already standard on the Power Boost, depending on what engine you have there. Now, you can upgrade, as you can see with this in here, to the Max Trailer Tow electronic locking. So it's available equipment. Last year, to get the tow haul package, you did require you to add the Max Tow electronic lockers, just so you're aware that might happen this year. Now that's available on the XL, XLT 300A, 17-inch wheels, 18-inch chrome wheels, or the 22-inch wheels. And then you have the 373 Max Trailer Tow electronic locking axle. Not available with the XL, XLT 300A, 17-inch wheels, 18-inch chrome wheels, or the 22-inch wheels. So you have that availability. And then this package is not available with the 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine. So I think I covered all that in here. Make sure it's all covered. So again, that is going to be optional on about every trim level. Again, standard on King Ranch and Platinum. Now let's talk about the bed utility package. This shows there at $635. I assume it's the same for all of them. Now this package is standard equipment on the King Ranch, Platinum, and the Raptor. It is included also in the Tremor High 402A equipment group and available on XLT, Tremor, 401A, as well as on the Lariat trim. So on the XLT and Lariat 501 500A features, you're going to get the tailgate step. So that's going to allow you to be able to flip that tailgate out of the top, the step out of the top of the tailgate, I should say. Also, you're going to get the tailgate work surface. So that's going to have the ruler and everything on top of the tailgate itself. You're going to also now get, instead of the 4 pickup tie downs, you're going to get 4 plates as well on this. So those are going to go on the side. So 2 on each side of the bed for you. And you're going to get the LED box lighting as well. So that allows you to be able to turn a light on inside the bed there. So you can see kind of in the corners there that way. Also with that, for the Tremor 401As, Raptors, and then included, it says include XLT and Lariat features plus the power tailgate. So now we're going to get the power tailgate. So not only power release down, but also up for that as well. Now, on some of these, like the Tremor High 402A, Lariat Mid 501A, Lariat 502A, King Ranch, and Platinum, that will include everything we talked about, including the power tailgate, LED box lighting, all those other features. Plus, you're going to get the extended 6-inch extended running boards on the Lariat 501 and 502. Of course, not available with the longer wheelbase. And then also power deployable running boards on the King Ranch and Platinum. And then you get the Pro Access tailgate. That's the big one. Pro Access tailgate on those, giving you that tailgate where you can not only flip it down, but also you're going to be able to open it. And it will also get the tailgate work surface as well there too. So you won't get the tailgate step though. So that's one thing they don't mention in here. You'll get tailgate step. You'll lose the tailgate step. I guess it does say it right here, not included. So there you go. That is a difference there. And that is all part of the bed utility package, depending on what trim level you're looking at. All right, so now let's talk about the FX4 Off Road Package. Now, this package is available on the XLT 301A, 302A, and 303A, as well as on the Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum 701A, and Platinum 702A, and does require 4x4. So those are some of the requirements there for you. Now, this in here is going to get upgraded with your electronic locking gear ratio. So it'll be a 331 with the 5.0 liter and the EcoBoost engine. And then 355 electronic locking gear ratio on the 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine. And of course, you already have a 373 on your hybrid power boost. And because then say it's not available with that. And then you're going to get the 4x4, of course, FX4 off-road decal on the side. And then floor liners inside, because you're assuming you're going to take this off-road. So you're going to get the tray-like floor liners without the carpeted floor mats. And that'll be included only when the carpet is present for XL, XLT, and Lariat. So I think King Ranch and Platinum will get their floor mats. Hill descent control. So as you're seeing with this, they're coming down the hill in this image. So that's going to help you control coming down. That basically allows you to be able to control that up to 0.5 miles an hour in half-mile increments. So it'll basically control the speed coming down for you, kind of like trail control for some of your Broncos and some of your Raptors and such. And then you do get the off-road tuned front shocks on this. So again, ready to go off-road, monotube, rear shocks as well back there. And so it does upgrade those shocks for you. You get a rock crawl mode. Now in the past, we haven't seen that. You had to go to like Raptor to get a rock crawl mode. You get that with the FX4 package. So this is becoming a very attractive package for those that want to go off-road. Skid plates as well for the fuel tank, transfer case, and front differential down there. So that'll help protect it up there. And then you can, as upgrades if you want, on the 3.5 EcoBoost, you can upgrade from the 331 to the 355 electronic locking. And on the 5.0 liter and the 2.7, you can upgrade to the 373 electronic locking gear ratio. So there you go. And then also you can upgrade your tires to an LT 265/70 R18 if you want, all-terrain tire. Now, they are expecting on this FX4 off-road package, it doesn't mention that you need to go to the 18-inch wheel, but it almost looks like it wants you to do that. So because you get that other tire right there. So there you go. There is that. So yeah, no mentioning of changing the tire. So like if you have a King Ranch or something, normally get 20s. It doesn't say that you have to do that in there. So there you go. Now, what I want to do is talk about the gear ratios, and I'm actually going to probably include this segment in all the videos because it's pretty much it depends on what, not really necessarily what trim level you have, but it depends on what engine you have and what cab configuration you have and wheelbase you have. So I'm going to kind of break it down. I do actually have a whole chart here for this. So I'm going to kind of go through in this. Now, on most vehicles, it's going to be a standard non-limit slip axle. So let's kind of go through and start with the 2.7 liter engine first. And when you select these, you'll be able to see that once you select the engine. So I'm doing this on the XL video, but it kind of works on all of them. So 2.7, right? And it depends on what, if you're two-wheel drive or 4x4. So on the 2.7 liter, if you're two-wheel drive or 4x4 with the 141 and 145 inch wheelbase, so that's going to be your regular cab, long bed, and your Super Crew short bed. I believe it's your Super Cab long bed. I don't. Anyway, that wheelbase there, that's going to be a standard non-limited slip 3.55 gear ratio. Now that's what's going to be standard. Now on the 4x4 with the 2.7 and the 145 inch wheelbase, it is also is if you have the FX4 package, you're going to get the electronic locking 355 as part of that. So we'll talk about that package when we get to the different optional packages and everything. You'll probably see that. Now, with the 5.0 liter V8 engine, the standard for the 145 inch wheelbase two-wheel drives will be a non-limited slip 315. So if we select the 5.0, you'll see that change See, now it's 315 non-limit slip axle there for that configuration. And then if you have a 50 with 145 inch or 157 inch wheelbase with a 4x4 is going to be a standard 331 limited slip. So if we flip over to 4x4 here, then it's probably going to go, it's going to change that. So we do want to change that, and it'll flip. Now you see it's a 331 non-limited slip. So if you make those changes, you'll see what that standard gear ratio is for all those configurations right there. And then, of course, if you do have the FX4, will come with an electronic locking gear ratio in those situations. So you'll want to, we'll talk more about that when we get to FX4. Tow haul as well, we'll get electronic locking. So we'll talk more about that in those packages. Now, let's go to the 3.5 EcoBoost engine. So if you have that engine, and then we'll kick to two-wheel drive for that. Yes. All right. So you go to that configuration, you'll see it's a 331 non-limited slip. So if it is going to be with 141 inch wheelbase and 145 inch wheelbase, 3.5 V6 will come with that 331 non-limited slip rear axle. Also, it looks like the 4x4s and those two wheelbases, as well as the 157 inch wheelbase, will also be the 331 non-limited slip rear axle. So just kind of note that. And again, when you go to different packages, FX4, tow haul and such, it'll change to electronic locking in those situations. Now, the 3.5 hybrid, though, it's not listed in here. When you go to the hybrid motor, regardless, you're going to get a electronic locking 373, whether it be two-wheel drive or 4x4 on your hybrid engine. Just so much torque that the hybrid engine creates that it needs a 373 electronic locking. So that's what you're going to see on those. Now, of course, when we get into, we'll talk, when you probably went over on the trimmer and everything, trimmer is going to be electronic locking 373, as well as your Raptor will be a 4.1 electronic locking gear ratio for those. So you're going to be aware of that. And then, of course, if your FX4 STX on those with the 2.7 liter, it's going to get electronic locking 355. And then a 5.0 will be with the FX4 STX package, will be a electronic locking 331. Or you can go with if you have the tow haul package, of course, you'll get the upgraded with a 373 on that one. So there's a lot of, again, there's a table. There's a lot of them, but as you select them, that's what's standard. And of course, there are options. You can go and like, I don't want that package, but I want to upgrade. Then you can upgrade. You can see the cost on those. So pick your motor, pick your drivetrain. That's what I suggest. And then see what it's going to be standard and then what it's going to cost for you to go up. And you'll see those optional you can get optional electronic locking on all these, and you'll see the cost on those. And then certain packages will also come with them, like the FX4 package and such will also automatically come with electronic locking as well. Tow haul as well, because it needs that electronic locking gear ratio for those situations. So now what we want to do is talk about the standalone options. So we've covered all the packages that are, of course, there's only one package optional, and that is the FX4 Off Road Package. And then the other three were included in the King Ranch edition for this year. But let's talk about powertrain. So you can, for $1,900, get the full hybrid V6 motor. So if you want to, you can go that route and get the full hybrid, and that would come with the 2.4 kilowatt Pro Power on board instead of the 2 kilowatt, as we mentioned earlier. So you'll have that in there too. Now, scrolling down, something that I didn't catch earlier, and that is that for this year as an upgrade, I didn't see that change in the order guide, but you get 1 year plan. So we did see that as an standalone option. In the Lariat trim level, it is actually included on the King Ranch and the Platinum for this year. So I believe in my notes, I only saw it was an upgrade on the Platinum. So they missed it for this, but it looks like I can't see it as a standalone option anywhere when it comes to the Blue Cruise. So you get 1 year included of Blue Cruise. So that's pretty good. That's like a $495 value. I think it was an option in the Lariat, which was $495. So you get 1 year Blue Cruise, not 3 months, but 1 year, which is really nice being able to get that as well. So, all right, now moving down, let's get into some of these other things down here. We do have an optional wheel. So there is a 22-inch premium painted with chrome inserts wheel that's available for you. It's $1,325, it looks like there. A couple requirements. It does require the full hybrid. So you do have to go hybrid on that. and actually didn't make us choose hybrid on that case, but that's really weird. It does say in here requires the 3.5 liter power boost full hybrid, not available with the FX4 Off Road Package or the 157-inch wheelbase. And it does say it removes the upgraded rear bumper from the tow haul package. So that's something else that says when you do that. So, but that is available for you. We're going to kick back to the other wheel. All right, there you go. And then moving down, we have these tonneau pickup box covers, a retractable. We had these on the other trim levels as well. We have retractable, a hard folding, $2,200 for the retractable. It's like a retracts kind of. We have that. We do have this hard folding as well. You can see what that looks like. And there's also down here, there's a soft folding. So those are 3 bed cover options for you. And that's like Velcro down. And do keep in mind on these that these are a factory option there for you, but they're not available with the plastic drop-in liner. So if you do order those, you can't get the plastic drop-in liner. So you might think about that as you're going through that. All right, moving down, we do have the individual tire pressure monitoring, trailer tire pressure monitoring system, and it's $11.85. So that'll allow you to put TPS on the trailer tires. So it does say a system does support up to 6 of those. They do give you 4 sensors. So, but it will support up to 6. So if you have a triple axle, but they give you 4, you'd have to buy 2 more of those sensors. But that is a dealer installed option because you would put it on yourself. So the dealership it'd come to the dealership, they'd put it on there. And it also comes with a camera you can put on your trailer as well there. And then also it will support up to a 12-pin connector as well there. So, and then, so there you go. So there's that. Now there's no requirement on that. It is available for you. And then we do have the foldable pickup box bed extender. So $9.90 for that. And that gives you the foldable. That is you can see what that looks like. That is a dealer installed option. The dealer would put it on your vehicle for you. And that is not available with the retractable bed cover, by the way. So there must not be able to, because of where you fasten that on, and not available with the bed divider for some reason. But you can get one separate through Ford Accessories and put it on yourself. All right. Tough bed spray and liner is $5.95. That is going to be done at the factory. It's a Ford accessory item, but the factory will install that, and no other limitations on that. And then we do have the illuminated Ford logo badge. So that's going to go on the front, and that is going to be a dealer installed option. Kind of a cool option there and for you, and is available on the King Ranch Edition. Bed divider. So we mentioned that earlier, so you can kind of see what that looks like. So there you go. Probably because see how that bed divider goes in that plate right there. You can put it there or in the front plate. And if you put it in the rear one, then the foldable bed extender won't work. So that is why that is not available with the bed extender. Also not available with the bed mat because it gets in the way of that. It won't go in to the right because there's not enough room. And also not available with the hard or retractable bed covers. And not available with the pivot box, storage box, because that would go over here. So there you go. And then we do have the security code keyless entry keypad, driver's side, $455 for that. That is keypad is not standard equipment. It is now a dealer installed option for you. You can add it. So there you go. People ask me, is that hardwired in? I don't think it is. But there you go. Retractable rear center step, $430 for that. And I believe that is a Ford accessory item that will be put on at the factory if you order it. And that helps you get into the Pro Access tailgate. So they say it's in the center because I think it's positioned right here to the left of your hitch. So that way you can open that and use that step to get in. So since you don't have tailgate step. All right. And then we do have the paint protective film is $400. That is also done at the factory. And I would not order this at the factory because it will hold up your builds. They produce this at about a 2% take rate. So if you have that on there, you better hope a lot of people don't have it on there or yours won't get selected for scheduling as fast. The plastic drop-in bed liner. So again, there's some requirements with that. That is done at the factory though. And that is not available with your retractable bed cover or actually any of your bed covers. So keep that in mind. All right. Pivot storage box by Undercover. So that is $320 for that. And that is a dealer installed option. And the dealership will put it in for you. And that is not available with your bed divider, bed extender, or your hard or retractable bed covers. So keep that in mind. Bed mat, $200. I don't think they show an image of this. The dealer will put it in there as a dealer installed option. Again, don't forget on that one, not available with the drop-in bed liner, not available with your hard or retractable bed covers, and not available with the bed divider if you want to order that. So some of these, if you want some of these with each other, maybe you don't put the divider in the same time you have the bed mat, you can order one through Ford Accessories, right? So the engine block heater, that is a factory installed option. So you'll want to make sure you order it that way. It's going to give you the plugs. So if you want to plug that in, keep your engine block warm in the wintertime, you can do that. Wheel well liner, that is a dealer installed option and is available, and no restrictions on that. So there you go. The window air deflector side, I think there's an image of that. So that is a dealer installed option, and the dealership would install it. Oh, I'm sorry. The wheel well liner is a factory option. Sorry, they'll put that on at the factory. So forgot about that. But the air deflectors, that is a dealer installed option. So front and rear molded splash guards with the wheel lip molding, that there is available for you. You can get that put on. There's a dealer installed option as well. The bed cargo mat, horizontal, that's a dealer installed option. They're actually just going to give that to you. They'll put it in your vehicle so you can put it in when you need it. And what's weird is that goes in the same brackets, and so that would actually interfere with the cargo with the bed divider and such, but yet it's still available to order. So wheel lock kit exposed, $85. So that is a dealer installed option. Make sure the dealership installs that for you. Some dealers would just put the packet in your vehicle and let you install it yourself, but they should take one of the lug nuts, replace it with the locking ones, and put your original lug nuts in like the glove box or somewhere for you. But make sure they do that. The tire and the spare tire lock, so that is in the back. I don't think there's an image of this. There's not. So in the back, there's no longer a lock back there. So it's located right here. Now you have to add this if you want the lock back there so that people can't lower your spare tire down and take it. So there you go. The mirrors. If you want the trailer tow mirrors, it's $250 for that. It's going to give you all the same features that you had to the other. Now you're going to get power folding and power scope technology here, but this here, that's a factory option, by the way. And it gives you the spotlight, it gives you everything else. It'll give you the chrome mirror caps. Everything else does require the tow haul package, so which isn't already included. So you don't have to. You already get the tow haul package. All right. The in-vehicle safe by Console Vault is $430. You can see an image of what that looks like on the inside. That is a dealer installed option as well. No restrictions on that. So lock things up in your console. You can. Floor liner. Includes the carpeted mats, $200. So you can, I think, see what that looks like. Not available with the FX4 Off Road Package, but that is a factory option. So they would put it in the vehicle, and the dealer would install those for you, put them in place, basically. The ash cup with lighter, $130. I'd get this through Ford Accessories. I wouldn't get it with your vehicle. That's available. Now the coin holder one down here, $55. That is not available with the hybrid for some reason. So not sure why. The first aid kit with the Ford logo, that is available for you. So you can see what that looks like. And that's available through Ford Accessories. Again, the more of these you have on your vehicles, the more likely it is that they may not have it in stock, and then they can't schedule your vehicle for production. So keep that in mind. Now, a couple other things that are not listed on there that I want to make sure cover. One's a dealer installed option, and that's the bed hooks, the retractable ones by Bull Accessories. This is not available with the 5.5 foot box, but if you want the 6.5 foot bed, then you can get this, and it is available for you. So that is a dealer installed option as well. And then also front license plate bracket. So if you're in a state that requires a front license plate, it's standard equipment. The dealership would install it when it comes in. If you're in a state like us, Kansas, that doesn't require a front license plate, it's a standalone option. So you want to make sure you order it. But the dealership should still install it at no charge to you. Again, should. So make sure you ask for that. Something else that is on the order guide here, and people have asked me in one of my other videos, and that's a max recline seat for the driver and passenger. It is in here as a standalone option. It is not on the build and price, which is why we go through this. So max recline seat should be a standalone option, and they make it a standalone option instead of included, because if they have any issues with constraints or anything, then it's real easy for them to make it an option, and people can take that option off and still get theirs produced if they still want the truck. So there you go. That is all the optional equipment. So that's all of our standard equipment, the different equipment groups, packages, and standalone options in this video. Hopefully it was helping you out, give me some information, especially if you're looking to order a 2025 Ford F-150 Lariat trim. This gives you the information for that. So hope you do enjoy that. Now we are going to go over some ordering tips. So you can place an order right now with your good local dealer. We actually have a special, so there'll be a separate timestamp for that if you want to click around and see what that's all about. But whether you order from us or from a local dealer, here are some tips that you want to keep in mind when you're ordering from those different dealerships. One of the things is that make sure you find out when you place that order, they're going to give you an order sheet, and it'll have only the MSRP on there typically, unless you're plan pricing. And so you want to make sure they're going to have you sign that. So make sure that is correct. That is how your vehicle is going to be built. But also they should have you sign a buyer's order as well. And when you're going over that, before you sign that, kind of go over them with that. What is the price going to be? Is this just showing MSRP price? Is that what you're going to sell it to me for? I don't see a dealer fee in there. Do you have any dealer fee? So make sure they get all that in writing on that buyer's order before you sign that, and make sure you get a copy of that. So that way you're not surprised when it comes in. If they're going to add anything to the vehicle like aftermarket, they're not going to be surprised that the dealer fee has changed or anything like that. And they shouldn't change the price on you. So Ford will price protect the price. As long as the person that ordered the vehicle buys the vehicle, they will price protect it. They will reimburse the dealership back that difference. So once they see that person is correct, then they'll reimburse them back 45 days later on their dealer payment statement. So you want to make sure that they honor that for you as well. And that you keep it in writing. Usually will keep them honest, and they will go ahead and do that. Also, the incentives can be protected too. So it's in Smart Vincent is where dealers are able to pull that. They can actually pull either the protected incentives, which is when it was when you order the vehicle, or the sale date incentives, which is what it is when you're buying the vehicle. And as the customer, you have the luxury of being able to see what they are at each time, and you get to select and you get to choose which ones you want. Make sure the dealership is doing that for you as well. There you go. Now, if you're wanting to order from us, we do have a YouTube special that we're doing, and that is invoice pricing on any ordered F-150, Lariat, also Platinum and King Ranches. So if you want to order from us, we're doing invoice pricing, and that is a YouTube special. So make sure you mention that on when you call or when you submit your form. Best way to do that, if you want to get that offer, go to our website. We have our bill and price on our website. Fill that out, configure it the way you want so we don't have any errors there. Fill out the form, and in the comments, put in there that you want the YouTube special. And then when it submits, our department knows that you've been on YouTube and you're watching that to make sure you get that offer. That is a special YouTube offer. Also, what we're doing too is if you finance a vehicle with us, then you discount the vehicle $1,000. So that way it can be used towards travel expenses, having it shipped to you, whatever it might be. But we just like to just discount $1,000. It makes it real simple and easy for you, just $1,000 less if you finance. And that way, then you can you don't have to worry about giving receipts to us or anything. You just go ahead and pay for your travel expenses, and then know that the price of the vehicle is $1,000 less for that. So, or shipping. So that helps reduce the price of the shipping if you want to have it shipped to your door. So that is a couple of specials that we have here as a YouTube special. So make sure you mention that. And hopefully this video helped you out and got you the information. We're not done yet. We're going to still work on the other videos for the King Ranch Platinum yet. We are going to do a trimmer and Raptor as well. So make sure you're subscribed with that bell notification turned on so you don't miss those videos as they go live. And until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.